EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Houston Texans. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Like 20, Maverick. Bang.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Maverick.
41 Mike. Smooth. Watch the run. 41's the Mike.
Goff on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack.
22 jet bomber.
Stop me out here. Check three.
14. Hey, Charlie.
Rip left. 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike.
On second and a long way to go. Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Check.
DC.
Check 49.
Mike 41.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
Harbaugh.
Hey, 41's Mike. Bound to lose one.
Third and long. It's gone. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
41's the Mike.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
They're set. 19.
Mike 5-4.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. After the sack on first down, Watson stepping up. He's going to keep it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Back to throw, Watson. That complete to Lamar Miller. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Chance there from long distance to get our first points on the board. How close was it to getting there? Pretty darn close.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Go, 12, let's go. 41's coming, 41's the mic. Here we go, here we go. Bravo.
On 2nd and 12, Goff dumps it off to Gurley. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down. No score after one on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Check 13, check 13.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Check 50, check 50. Hey, I got him, I got him, I got him. That's me. 41's the mic, 41's the mic. Oh, yeah. Super one.
Out of the gun, gone. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, Shell. Crash.
And Woods has it complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Watson going to give this one to Miller. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Faking the give. Now Watson. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. But now it's going to bring up a 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to...
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 35 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s. So a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all.
He's coming, double up.
Hey, let's go. Go, Brown.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff, he's letting it fly for Cook. It's caught inside the 25. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Tackles. Watch the safety creep. Kill. Pick the edge. Come. Watch out. Undercrunch. Hatchet.
Hey, kill.
Watch twist.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Come on. Like 20.
Hey. Look.
Hold on. Check. Dula. Topper.
Mike 41. Hey, defense, let's go.
Now Goff on 1st down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Goff now looks to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
What? 180. 41's the mic.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Here's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. To try again after the sack. Goff. He's got a man, complete. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Looking to throw on second down. Goff. This will be caught by Brown.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a carry for Brown, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed two, he got one, and that's going to leave him with fourth down at a yard.
Louis. Hey, wahoo!
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Watch the ship. Hey.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A throw out line to QT, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a first, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Dante Fowler, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Watson. It's caught. It's Miller. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
4 now.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Hey, Todd.
To throw again on second down. Goff. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. A huge play that time for the Rams. 42 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Super one. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And his throw here's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Again they run with Gurley. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Things just got interesting. They try for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Miller. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Kerl-Westside Coleman. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Here we go, Salat! White 20! Army! Go!
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, boys! Let's go!
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.